Hey everyone, I'm Crow, and today I've got another great Reddit story for you. If you're enjoying the vibe, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss what's coming next. Without further ado, let's dive right in. Story 1: I cheated on my wife while stationed overseas and now I don't know how to fix it. I'm not proud of any of this, and I already know I'm going to get destroyed in the comments. That's fine. I just need to say it out loud somewhere because I don't have a single person left to talk to. I've been married to my wife for 10 years. We're stationed at Ramstein right now, and she's 8 months pregnant with our third kid. We've been through deployments, PCS moves, births, losses, everything. She gave up her degree, her job, to follow me across the world. She's a good woman. She didn't deserve any of this. Yet, I still cheated. It started with this airman at the med group, 23, young, friendly, paid attention to me. That's it. That's the truth. At home, everything felt heavy. My wife was exhausted, overwhelmed, emotional, and I was tired of always feeling like a paycheck with boots. Eventually, I got close to someone who made me feel seen. It started with lunches, then texts. Then one night turned into a full blown affair. I kept telling myself I was going to end it, that I'd come clean, that it was just temporary, but then she told me she was pregnant. That blew everything open. I still didn't confess. I just tried to keep both worlds from crashing. It worked for maybe a month. Then my wife found out. Some wife on base saw me with the other woman, took pics, and sent them to my wife. After that, she went through my phone and found the messages, the photos, everything. My wife kicked me out of housing and stopped talking to me completely. She won't let me see the kids. I don't blame her. What kills me is the look on her face when she handed me the folder with all the proof. She didn't scream, she didn't cry. She just said, "You're not the man I married. You're not even a man anymore. I deserved it. I broke my family. I hurt a woman who actually loved me, and now I get to live with that. I'm not looking for sympathy. I just wanted to get it out. If nothing else, let this be a warning to you all. There is no amount of feeling seen that is worth destroying your whole life." Rainmaker 291 Saeed. There is no fixing it. You didn't get blacked out, drunk at a bar, and sleep with a stranger. This is someone you knew, you made several dishonest decisions with, and you had an affair because you were choosing fun over your family. Then you got caught. Every military wife hears the stories and hope they won't be one of them. Congratulations, you're just an average military guy now. Maybe you'll have learned something and be better for the next one. Chris said. This story is so similar to my friend's except she was serving as well. Her baby daddy ended up getting kicked out, and I seriously hope you do too. I hope you genuinely get in trouble for adultery, lose your career, and any possibility of any benefits. I genuinely despise people like you. I was tired of always feeling like a paycheck with boots after telling us your wife dropped everything and dedicated her life to your career. You are a genuine piece of grade of bullshit and don't even deserve to serve this country. POS. No. Clientone 1841 Saeed. Yeah, there is no fixing anything. You've lost the last person who will love you through all the good and bad and still stand by you. You've got to live with that for the rest of your life. How you act afterwards might soften the blow and you can regain a little integrity back. I'm going to assume the 23-year-old is keeping the baby. Don't do a do-over family just because your wife doesn't want you anymore and you think, well, may as well stick with the affair partner. Do fight to see your kids. You are a horrible husband, but you can still be a good dad. And work on yourself, distance yourself from the affair partner, apart from attending the needs of the child. Like someone else said, you felt like a paycheck in boots before. You've got a hell coming for you. Finding out is just the start. You are going to miss the birth of your third child in a month's time. You'll hardly see your kids if you see them again. You will be paying for 4 kids, paying for apartments, and your wife will go scorched earth for everything. You may lose your job for adultery if your ex-wife really wants to go vindictive. You'll come home to an empty home if you don't have a relationship with the affair partner, all for Abbott of Youngtail. Wasn't worth it, really, was it? Story 2: found out my fiancé was doing stuff with her boss. My fiancé, 37 female, and I, 35 male, have been together for over 18 years. We have 3 kids together and have lived a pretty healthy life. We had a great relationship. We did everything together and told each other everything. We were also discovering that we were into a form of non-ethical non-monogamy. We were interested in possibly playing with others, but always together, never apart. We had done some things with a couple of friends in the past. It was all mutual, with no bad feelings. It was fun for us. Years pass. She's a dog groomer, and I had lost my warehouse job, so I started working with her to learn how to groom dogs and start a new career. We worked together from 2019 to the present at a couple of different shops. After the pandemic, we started working at a new shop. We got along with everyone for the most part, even though they were immature and kind of annoying, but it was a job. The co-owner also worked as a manager, but due to his poor health, he was gone a lot. His son managed the shop most of the time. His son was the kind of person who constantly lied, acted like he knew everything, and made you feel like he was better than you. He intentionally brought up uncomfortable topics just to mess with people. He literally said things that made it sound like he wanted everyone to suffer and lose. We worked at a shop from 2020 to May 2025. Over those years, we got pretty close to him. We knew him from age 20 to 25. We went hiking with him and his girlfriend, who was also a dog groomer, at our shop. We were all close thrifting together, visiting museums, going out to eat, etc. I was never interested in taking it further with them. My fiance was interested at first. I told her I didn't want to do anything with them, and left it at that. But the manager's son kept texting my fiance, asking to see nudes, offering to pay her, and even offering to pay her for a BJ. He just wouldn't stop. Then in February of last year, she started selling him her nudes. She did it for 8 months, creating custom content he wanted. She sent me the same content, maybe to ease her guilt. She sent at least 14 pieces of content that I know of. Then between December 2024 and January 2025, he started ambushing her at work and offering to pay to touch her over and under clothing. Eventually, the day before our 18th anniversary, March 20, I had to stay home for a house repair. My fiance went to work without me. They ended up having sex in the break room at the end of the day. I only found out on May 7 after the manager's son's girlfriend, our friend and coworker group texted both of us and confronted my fiance. I was completely blindsided. Total disbelief. He may have gotten paranoid and decided to confess before she did, trying to make himself look good in the process. So not only did I discover that my best friend and soulmate might have been living a double life, breaking my heart, I also found out that my best guy friend had betrayed me and manipulated me in ways I never suspected. I ended up quitting my job there. I couldn't go back to the place where it all happened. I was utterly defeated and so damn angry. When I first realized it, it felt like I lost all 3 people at once. It was like my whole life was ripped out from under me. I didn't know what to believe anymore. Days have passed. I'm still hurting. I only have her version of events, and I don't know how to feel about her answers. She had mentioned being interested in doing OnlyFans before. I told her I wasn't really for it. It never went anywhere, but she brought it up once or twice. What she never told me was how much she actually wanted to do it. She told me she was trying to feel pretty and learn to love herself by taking pictures. She said the manager's son kept asking and pressuring her. She said she gave in because she was afraid and just wanted him to stop. But she was also paid for the content. It happened on and off from February to December 2024. Then he wanted to touch her. She claimed she was scared and let him do it just to make it stop. He paid her for it. She claims fear drove her actions. Then on the day they had sex, she says they were the only ones left at work. She was trying to leave. He told her to come to the break room. He touched her back, kinda guided her in. She said she was scared, kept telling him no. While her back was turned and she was holding her pants up, he pulled them down and forced himself on her. She said it lasted a few seconds and that he pulled out. No money was discussed. She says she ran out after that. I had no idea. This guy, my friend, was the closest thing I had to a best friend. I don't really get along with people, especially other guys. For me to trust him the way I did while he was doing this behind my back, it's devastating. He did this while I was drying dogs in the next room. My fiance says he was the aggressor, that she was scared and didn't want any of it. I'm probably missing some small details, but that's the gist of it. She's told me how sorry she is, how stressed and guilty she felt, even said she was losing hair over it. She's been trying to make things right and seems genuinely regretful, but she avoids talking about it. She just says she was scared and that he paid her. I just don't understand how fear alone could lead to everything that happened. It feels like she wanted to do it for it to have gone on this long. I don't know, it's really fucking me up. It's hard to be a father, a friend, or even function in daily life. Time just slips by as I stare into nothing. I don't know what to think. Every time I try to feel normal again, I get reminded of what happened and I spiral. I'm paranoid that there's still a side of her she's hiding from me. It's driving me insane. I don't have friends or family I can talk to about this, so I'm just hoping someone out there might care enough to help me through the hardest, darkest time of my life. I need something, anything. A killer of joy said, "Oh, buddy. TLDR, if you read nothing else below this. What you need more than anything is to be away from her so you can build up your self esteem. Because, as it stands, you have none. The irony of your mistake calling ethical non monogamy non ethical monogamy is very telling. Shows off the bat that you weren't the originator of that idea. Let's make something clear. Your fiancé is a prostitute, period. As far as I'm concerned, any OF creator is one. Just because they sell their bodies in a digital format doesn't make much difference. They still sell their bodies. Your fiancé graduated to actual physical realm on the day of your anniversary, and her excuses about being scared are utter BS. What did she do that night after coming home? Was she shaken up, crying, telling you about getting essayed? You know, things that someone who just experienced essay would do. Or did she come home and enjoy your anniversary dinner like she didn't just cheat on you? But, look, I know it's not easy to hear, but in many ways you brought it upon yourself. I'm not saying this to kick you while you're down, but I want you to get some clarity and assess where your relationship took a turn. As I mentioned before, correct me if I'm wrong, E&M was her idea, her pitch, and you agreed, probably because you were afraid to lose her. After that, every boundary you'd set, she'd break, and you allowed it every single time. How much respect for you do you think she has? All she knows is that she has a man who lets her get away with anything, and whatever she does, no matter how egregious, can be fixed with a few lies and a bucket of crocodile tears. I am trying really hard to be respectful, even though my blood is boiling and it's hard to refrain from calling her all the names she deserves, but it's not about me. You are the one who needs to see her for what she is. Oh, and out of curiosity, you know that fiancé is just a temp to hire position, right? How is she a fiancé for nearly 2 decades? Wellman81 said, I truly don't understand you guys these days. There was a time when your wife or girlfriend did this kind of shit you left. Nowadays, we got this simp epidemic where neo-feminism has destroyed men to the point of being complete doormats. I'm not saying this to be harsh, but you and every guy like you needs a swift kick in the ass to get your heads out of it. Realize that what you two once had is gone forever. She checked out the minute she started carrying on with him behind your back, and there's no coming back from this. She can be sorry all she wants, she isn't, but she can be remorseful as a single woman. End this relationship and start fresh. You deserve better. Getting to said, so your fiance was selling pics and letting him touch her for money, then it proceeded into having sex. She knew what she was doing and continued to remove her clothes for him when they were alone, then tried to play the victim when the truth came out. I don't know why you stayed as long as you did. Your fiance is basically a prostitute. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and have a great day.